Hiya, I'm out at the mural again today. This is going to be most of the days for most of the weeks, and I thought I'd show you what I'm up to. I'm still working on the sketches, will be for another few days. I'll just switch the camera around and so you can see what I'm working on here. So it's a big, long, wide scale sketch of what's going to be going up on the wall up in front of me here. Hi Louise, it's lovely to see you, sort of, through Facebook. So there's the wall with my drawings that I've already done for the stonework around the edges, and you can see the infill panel that's missing because it's currently sitting up in the studio. So anyone that's been to the studio recently, you'll have seen that huge panel that's taking up most of the studio wall, and you can see that the mural's looking over this beautiful new pool that's just been finished. And here's the sketch that I'm working on, and you can see the line up here for where the infill panel is, that dark line there. So most of this fancy detail up here is going to be some incredibly detailed sort of carved plaster from Alhambra Palace in Granada in Spain, in this beautiful room. And yes, we are having all sorts of tiles, these mosaic tiles in the traditional patterns, and that's going to go in down here. I've drawn all this to scale as well. Hi Christy, how are you? So I've been playing around with getting the my design from this little scribbly artwork design that I've done, just to work out where things are roughly. This is to scale as well, but that was just playing around with pencil, and then I'm translating it to this large scale sketch, which will be my working drawing to translate everything up onto the wall up here. So what I've been working on this morning, or yesterday, I got the front pillars, which is reflecting the Plaza of the Lions in Alhambra. It's a massive complex of all sorts of different palaces, and this one has got all these columns where it goes 3, 2, and then there's a 1 in the middle here. So there's all these sets of columns that have special meaning. And yes, I'm going to be painting all of this detail up here as well. OMG, I'm going to be brain fried after doing that. And of course that will be right up the top of a ladder working on that. And so you can see that's in the drawing here with these triple columns. There's 16 columns I think we have now. We had 20 columns yesterday and we dropped out a couple because they were just cluttering it up too much and we weren't going to see the beautiful tessellated tiles in behind. So this is the stone pillar to match the existing stone, and you can see I've drawn, this was all drawn up before the work up here was actually finished, so I did my drawing before the stainless steel shower post actually went up on the wall, so I was kind of flying blind a little bit there, but luckily everything's been built exactly in the place that we thought it was going to be built. So that's that shower rail that's going up there and hanging onto a pretend stone post up here. Hi Anne-Marie, how are you? Yes, Christy, I know I'm crazy. I must be mad, especially for doing all this crazy pants blooming detail. So this is the other pillar that you can see they've already drawn up there, where the end of the pool fence is sort of almost touching. It's not quite touching. And I drew that in as well before the pool fence was actually erected, so luckily everything did end up in the right place because I've already drawn it up on the wall up there. And the last couple of days I've been drawing these sets of pillars, so 3 and then a 1 and then a 1 and then a 3 and then a 2 to match the traditional layout from the real Palace of the Lions. And we're going to combine a couple of different areas from Alhambra and bring in this scene from a different area and put it in behind here. So this is going to be some this water area with some flowery bushes around the side, and I'm going to change the landscape design a little bit in here, and we'll have some area of water here, which is, this is a reflection of the distant palace building. So there'll be sky up here and then the sky will be reflecting in the water down here, which will be quite delicious, and then flowery bushes along through here. So yesterday I'd drawn up all of these pillars and done all of the measurements across here, getting it all to scale, ready to go up on the wall, and then I discovered that all of these pillars needed to be shifted apart another 50 millimeters. So this morning I've spent an hour or two shifting each one of these pillars across by 50 mil, so all of this detail's been redrawn. It's about the third time I've redrawn it, but it's much better to change things on paper rather than up on the wall when it's all in paint. So they're all in the correct place now that I like the layout of. So then I'll continue to do this landscaping area today in behind here and get that all right. So I've still got a couple of days to go with my drawings, but then I'll be able to get back up a ladder again and drawing it all up onto the wall, so it'll start to look really 3D, just in sketch sort of look, just an outline drawing look. When the paint goes on, it really starts to look 3D.